Hello students, welcome back to server-side scripting, that is PHP. In last 6 lectures we have studied the introduction of PHP, various features of PHP, variables used in PHP, their meaning, their definition, their defining rules, then comments in PHP, comments meanings, their types, that is single line comments and multi-line comments. And in last lecture we have studied the operators. That operators may be arithmetic operator, plus operator, assignment operator, relational operator, logical operator, increment, decrement operators. We already studied all these things. Today we are going to study the data types in PHP. Why these data types are required? These data types are required when we specify or when we define any variable. That time that variable type should be mentioned. To mention or to declare that that type of variable, we have to use the various data types. Variables can store data of different types, and that different types can be string, integer, float, boolean, array or null. Okay, we will study all these data types in detail. Before that, we have to study var dump function. Var means variable, dump means it will identify its data type. To identify the data type of the specific variable, we can use this var dump function. This var dump function gives different output for each type of data type. It gives the length of the string for string data type, it gives actual digit for integer, and it displays true or false for boolean data type. That means depending on the data type we have specified, it will display the output. For example, we can check the data type of variable using var dump method in following program. Here PHP program is provided. Again here just revise the PHP program. To define the PHP program, we can use the angular bracket, then question mark, it will followed by PHP word. Then echo is used to display the string data on a monitor. Here under echo, first of all we have provided break, then string, and then break. That means before and after the string data there will be break. That means a empty line. Then variable x is defined with the data hello world. Then we have to check the data type of this hello world. For that we used the word echo with function var dump of variable x. Then it will display the output like this. Here this string will be defined here like this, and then by using this var dump $x function, output will be string 12 hello world. Why it is 12? Here this hello world counts the total 12 characters. These 5 hello, 6 world, 5 plus 6 11, and this exclamatory sign is the 12. These 12 characters are used within this string except this white space. This white space is not included under this string. Then one more example for the decimal data type, or for the integer data type. Here we have provided the headline as a decimal. Then again we have defined a variable x with the value 1 2 3 4, and we displayed its output by using var dump function. Output is integer 1 2 3 4. Int is used as a data type for the integer, therefore our output is int. That means its data type is int with the given data, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the use of this var_dump function. That means within the program, if someone has not specified the type of the variable, in that case you can find out the type of the variable by using this var_dump function. Now let us go for our data types. Our first data type is string. A string is a sequence of characters that may be enclosed within double quotes or single quotes. Whenever or whatever the data enclosed within these double quotes or single quote is behave as a string data type. Here in this example, the variable x is defined with the word hello world, and variable y is again defined with the data hello world. Both the data are same, only the difference is that x is defined within the double quotes and value of variable y is defined within the single quote. Now we have to display the value of this variable x. For that we have to use echo statement, echo $x. It will display the output as a hello world. Then we have provided the break to display the next output on the next line, and then again use the echo statement $y. This echo $y will display this hello world here as a hello world. Got it? This $x and $y, we displayed its output. Both the output are same, though here we provided them with the double quotes and single quote. That means we can say that whatever the data we have provided, that may be in the single quote or that may be in the double quote, it does not differ. Whatever the data is displayed, it will define or it will display as it is as a output on the screen. This is the example of string data type. Next one is the integer data type. Now when we specify the integer data type, then it must have at least one digit. Then integer must not have a decimal point. An integer can be either positive or negative number. That means we can provide any number as a positive or negative, but it should not be decimal. Here in this example, $x is the integer number. It is again a positive integer number. If we specify here negative sign, then it will be a negative integer number. Then by using this var_dump function, it will return the data type and value. Here again doc type HTML, HTML body, PHP programming is defined. Then $x is defined with the value 5985, and we have to find out its data type. For that we have used var_dump of $x. Then it will output as int 5985. Got it? This data is of integer data type, and therefore this function displays the output as a int, that is integer data type. Then next one is the float data type. Float data type or floating point number is a number with a decimal point or a number in exponential form. We can provide exponent as well as decimal number as a value of the variable. Here $x is having the value 10.365, and we can check its data type by using this var_dump function, and output is float of 10.365. Got it? Provided value is in the decimal format, therefore our output data type is the float. Then next data type is the Boolean data type. A Boolean data type represents two possible states, that is either true or false. Booleans are often used in conditional testing, that is either or condition can be tested by using this Boolean data type. For example, $x equal to true, $y equal to false. That means here we can check the values of these two variables by using this true or false or the Boolean data type. Similarly, we can check true or false, yes or no, 1 or 0, pass or fail, male or female. These different conditions can be checked by using this Boolean data type. Then next data type is the array data type. Array is a set or a group of similar data types. An array stores multiple values in one single variable. In this example, we have used the car array. Array name is the car, and to find out the array values, the data type of these array values, we have used var dump of the array name. Let's see it in detail. Here doc type HTML body and the declaration of the PHP program. Then we used a variable as a cars. $cars defines, equal means defines array of Volvo, BMW and Toyota. These three car names are provided here under the array name cars. कार हे काय ॲरेचं नाव आहे. ॲरे म्हणजे काय, ज्याच्यामध्ये सिमिलर टाईपचा डेटा इन्क्लूड असतो. हा एक सेट आहे, एक ग्रुप आहे की ज्याच्यामध्ये फक्त आणि फक्त सिमिलर टाईपचाच डेटा येणार आहे, त्याला आपण म्हणणार ॲरे. आता ह्या ॲरेमध्ये आपल्याला 3 व्हॅल्यूज आपण प्रोव्हाइड केलेल्या आहेत. देन वी हॅव used var dump of this variable cars. Then its output will be array 3. आता इथे 3 व्हॅल्यूज आहेत, therefore our output will be array of 3. 3 कंटेंटचा, 3 ॲटमचा हा array आहे. Within that first one is Volvo, second one is BMW and third one is the Toyota. Here one more thing, when we declare the array, though it is of 3 atoms or 3 index or 3 names, but its starting number or the starting value always as the 0th value. Therefore here first one is the 0. 0 is the string of 5. It is having the 5 characters. Therefore 0 defines string of 5 with Volvo. Got it? Then this is the second number. This is 0th number. This is the second number. Then this second number will be defined as a 1. 1 of string of 3 as BMW. These are having 3 characters. Therefore it is of string of 3. Then this third atom, which is the second atom of this array, it is having the 6 characters. Therefore it is string 6 and it is having the data as a Toyota. Okay, got the concept of array. array म्हणजे काय, ज्याच्यामध्ये सिमिलर टाईपचा डेटा फक्त इन्क्लूड केलेला असतो. ॲरेमध्ये कितीही ॲरेची लेंथ असेल तर ती लेंथ इथे डिफाईन केली जाईल. इथे आपले 3 ॲटम्स आहेत म्हणून इथे 3 आलेला आहे. त्याच्यानंतर त्या ॲरेमध्ये जेवढे काही ॲटम्स आहेत त्यातला जो पहिला ॲटम आहे तो कंपल्सरी 0th इंडेक्सने स्टार्ट होतो. 0th इंडेक्स, फर्स्ट इंडेक्स अँड सेकंड इंडेक्स. म्हणजे जर तुमचा ॲरे 3चा असेल तर तुमचा आउटपुटमध्ये जो लास्ट ॲरे नंबर आहे तो सेकंड येणार आहे. ओके, दिस इज द कन्सेप्ट ऑफ ॲरे. अँड वन मोर, last one is the null data type. Null is a special data type which can have only one value as a null. Null means nothing. A variable of data type null is a variable that has no value assigned to it. If variable is created without a value, then it will automatically assign to the value null. And if we have specified any value to the variable and then we again declare the same variable with the null, then automatically that variable's value will become as a null. Got it? इथे आपण आपल्या ह्या प्रोग्राममध्ये बघा, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हॅव डिफाईन व्हेरिएबल एक्स ॲज अ हॅलो वर्ल्ड अँड on the next line we have defined again variable x as a null. Due to this null statement, this hello world will also become null. जरी इथे आपण पहिल्यांदा काही डेटा स्पेसिफाय केलेला आहे, पण हे जे पुढचं आपण स्टेटमेंट डिक्लेअर केलेलं आहे $x null, त्याच्यामुळे ही जी पहिली व्हॅल्यू डिक्लेअर केलेली होती ती सुद्धा नल होणार आहे आणि याचा जो डेटा टाईप आहे तो व्हॅर डम्पने आपल्याला मिळणार आहे नल म्हणून. ओके, जेव्हा तुम्ही कोणती व्हॅल्यू स्पेसिफाय करणार नाही तेव्हा त्याची व्हॅल्यू नल असेल आणि व्हॅल्यू स्पेसिफाय करून तुम्ही नेक्स्ट लाईनवर जर पुन्हा नल प्रोव्हाइड केलं तरीसुद्धा प्रोव्हाइड केलेली व्हॅल्यू ही नल होणार आहे. दिस इज द कन्सेप्ट ऑफ नल. जेव्हा आपण काहीही डिफाईन करणार नाही किंवा डिफाईन करून पुन्हा नल दिलं तरी तो नल असणार आहे. These are the different data types in PHP. We have to use all these data types within our programs in next lectures. Today's your exercise. You have to write the different data types in PHP. Okay. Up to here, go through all the PPTs so that you can link up with the previous data. Okay. We will stop here.